Hey guys, welcome back. Bolt Spider here, and we have an action-packed amount of news tonight. We got the Animation Chronicles 2022 official reveal, and this set has so much in it. We have the tanks from GX, we have the treasure archetype from 5Ds, we have Royal Knight support, which is Poker Knight, and also G-Golem announcement. And let's get into it. There are 10 cards, and let's see what there is. First up, we have G-Golem Pebble Dog. It's a level 2 Earth monster with 300 attack and defense. Of course, it's Cyberse. And you can only use each effect of Pebble Dog once per turn. If this card is normal or special summoned, you could take one G-Golem Pebble Dog from your deck and either add it to your hand or special summon it. You cannot special summon monsters for the rest of the turn except Cyberse monsters. If this card is sent from the hand to the graveyard, you can add one G-Golem card from your deck to your hand. This is your starter for the G-Golems. Now, one of the things is this is a free link 2 or link 1 depending on which situation you are in. If it gets negated, it's a free link 1 extender, which is actually very nice. It's a very great starter in my opinion. And the card that it searches is this one right here. G-Golem Rock Hammer. It's a level 6 Earth Cyberse monster, 1800-2400. Now, this one looks pretty cool, and let's see what it does. You can only use each effect of G-Golem Rock Hammer once per turn. If this card is in your hand, you can discard one other Cyberse monster. This turn, reduce this card's level by 2. You contribute this card, special summon 3 G-Golem tokens, level 1, 0 attack and defense, Cyberse Earth in defense position, but you cannot special summon monsters for the rest of the turn except Cyberse monsters. So this is where Pebble Dog and Rock Golem go hand in hand, because you could discard the Pebble Dog off of Rock Golem, so you can reduce this to a level 4, and then you get to add a G-Golem card from your deck to your hand, which is actually very useful. Then you contribute off your Rock Head to summon out 3 more tokens so you can just extend further. So if you open up a Pebble Dog, along with the Rock Hammer, you have 4 free link materials that lock you into Cyberse, but that's absolutely fine. Next up, we have G-Golem Crystal Heart. It's a link 2 that points left and bottom, 0 attack, and it's water. It takes 2 Cyberse monsters. You can only use the first effect once per turn. Oh, you can only use effect 1 once per turn. The first effect is target 1 Earth link monster you could in your graveyard. Special summon that monster to a zone this card points to, and place a G-Golem counter on this card. Increase the attack of an Earth monster co-linked with this card by 600 times the number of G-Golem counters on this card. It can attack twice during each battle phase, and it deals piercing damage. So this is actually a very good card for the whole G-Golem series because it allows you to get a BLS and piercing damage on top of that, plus a 600 attack bonus times the number of G counters it has. And I really like this because it's a free link 2, it's a free water link monster, and you can use it in something maybe like Marine Sis or Adamancipator. Next up, we have the G-Golem Dolmen Menhia. It's a link 2 point up down Earth Cyberse 1500, and let's see what it does. You can only use this effect of this card once per turn. If this card is special summoned from the graveyard, you can target 1 Earth monster in your graveyard that can be normal summoned. Either add it to your hand or special summon it. The monster special summoned by this effect has its effects negated, and it is banished when it leaves the field. So I can see where this all go hand in hand. You would link this away for Crystal Heart, Crystal Heart. Then what you do, you would activate Crystal Heart, bringing this back, activating the effect to grab back an Earth monster, add it to your hand, or summon it so you can get another link material. That's actually very good. I really like this. And next we have G-Golem Invalid Dolmen. It is a link 3. It has Ningrisu arrows, so left, right, and up. It has 2800 attack on a link 3. That's actually very powerful. And it takes 2+ monsters. Then it has 4 effects. As long as this card is in a monster zone, your co-linked monsters are unaffected by the activated effects of monsters your opponent controls that are on your opponent's field. Your opponent's monsters that can attack must attack this monster. Once per turn, you can discard one Cyberse monster from your hand. Draw one card. If this co-linked card is destroyed, negate the effects of all face-up monsters your opponent controls. So I feel like that this card right here is a hard once per turn on all the effects because of how powerful it is. And I definitely would say this is a very strong monster, and it is very good, in my opinion. Next up, we have G-Golem Dignified Trilothon. It's a Link 4 with 3,200 attack that has Firewall Link arrows up, down, left, right. And it takes 2+ Earth monsters, and you can only use the third effect once per turn. Your opponent's monsters that can attack must attack this monster. Once before damage calculation, involving this card and an opponent's monster, you can discard an Earth monster from your hand. Decrease the attack of your opponent's monsters by 200 and negate its effects. If your opponent activates a effect that targets one of your Link monsters, negate the effect and destroy that card. Oh, wow. G-Golems are looking very, very good as a anime archetype. Now, I could definitely see this stuff being meta. Next up, we have Gravity Balance. It is a spell card, and it is treated as a G-Golem card, which is very interesting in my opinion. You could target... So, you can only use each effect once per turn. You target 2 of your Earth monsters with the same name that are banished or in your graveyard. Special summon them in defense position, but their attack and defense become 0. The effects are also negated, also when they're destroyed during the end phase. So they become 0/0 blanks, their effects are negated, and they're destroyed at the end phase. And if a G-Golem monster you control would be destroyed by battle or card effect, you could banish this card from your graveyard instead. So far, G-Golem's looking pretty nice. Next up, we have the Dyna Base and Dyna Tank. This is a level 4 Earth. I think it's a machine. It is a machine. With 0 attack, 2100 defense. So, you can only use each effective Dyna Base once per turn. If your life points are lower than your opponent's, you can special summon this card from your hand. During your main phase, you can fusion summon one fusion monster from your extra deck by sending the listed materials on it from the hand or field to the graveyard, including this card you control. So this is really only a way to get out the Dyna Tank. It is a machine fusion that is a level 7 Earth, mystery attack, 2100 defense. And you can only use the second and third effect once per turn, and it takes a machine monster plus a dinosaur monster. Increase this card's attack by the original attack of the dinosaur monster uses the material for this card's fusion summon. When an effect is activated that only targets this one card, you can target one card on the field other than this card. Switch the target of the effect to a card you target. So it is a Karn Gorgon, the Anti-Luminescent Knight. And if this card is destroyed by battle or destroyed by your opponent, special summon one dinosaur monster from your graveyard. This card is definitely interesting, but I see these two going to be the lacking cards. Next up, we have the Royal Strait Slasher, level 6 Light Warrior with 2400 attack and 1350 defense. Cannot be normal summoned or set. Must be special summoned with Royal Strait. You can only use each effect of Royal Strait Slasher once per turn. Okay. Nice. Royal Strait is useful. If all of Queen's Knight, King's Knight, and Jack's Knights are in your graveyard, you can send 5 monsters from your hand or deck to the graveyard, each with level 1 to level 5, and if you do, destroy all cards your opponent controls. Holy deck thin painful choice. When this card is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can target up to 3 light warrior monsters in your graveyard, special summon them. This card is very, very good. Next up, we have the Royal Strait. It is a quick play spell card that supports all of this. Send to the graveyard 1 Queen's Knight, Jack's Knight, King's Knight, each from your hand or face up field. Then special summon 1 monster that mentions all of Queen's Knight, King's Knight, Jack's Knight from your hand, deck, extra deck, or graveyard. So this is a way to turbo out all your fusions, all your arcanas, and the brand new Strait Slasher. But I want to know what you guys think about G-Golems finally getting to the TC or getting to the card game. We're getting less and less on how much that there is left for the Animation Chronicles, because I think there's only like less than 800 cards now that are anime only. But I want to know what you guys think about these cards. But anyways, I've been Bolt Spider. See you guys in the next video, and goodbye.